You won't believe what I just did, James.
Oh, do tell. Do tell.
I forgot to hit record until 15 seconds ago, so we're at the end of the intro.
Oh, good. You know what? As long as we're live, we're going. We're going.
We're live. This is the first time I've been on this side of things on the Chatter Radio, because usually you're the guy on the yeah. 1 second. I got an echo here. What's going on?
Okay, well, I'll explain it to the people. Everyone, it's what is the date today right now? It is January 4th. It's 2021. It's Coffee Chatter show number 11. And Terry is back at home doing the live show. We're going to call it the live show jumble for the first time, where he's got to sort out the live YouTube, the audio recording, and having the Zoom call all at once. It's a lot to do.
Okay,
but he's making it work.
I just got it sorted. I was all frazzled there. What was happening is I had YouTube open, and then it was playing us a little bit delayed. I could hear you talk and then us talk 5 seconds later. All right, people, I'm back.
It's such a jumble. It's such a scramble.
It is.
It's like you got to have a rhythm. I mean, your first time, we kind of rushed into it. We didn't give you time to get sorted. So I'm glad you're sorted now.
No, Chatter Radio 11. We're excited to talk some Phoenix this week. Race week already. I love it. I love that the season's opening this week. James is in San Diego. I had some big news today. We got some social media check-ins. A few topics we want to discuss, and it's gonna be a good show. So thanks for tuning in. I see people are in the chat room now, live on YouTube. So thanks for tuning in, people. Mitchie's already there. How's it going, Mitchie? How you going?
Great to see it. Great to be here, T. It feels good. First show of 2021. It's a huge. This is season 3. Officially, we're on season 3.
Holy crap! I almost forgot about that. Season 3, dude. I can't believe we're on season 3 of Chatter. 3rd year. Where did the time go, dude? It seriously feels like we just kind of started it.
Every show we do, like I feel like with racing, you're comfortable with it. It's a routine. It's what we do. I still don't have that feeling with podcasting. I get nervous a little bit. I jumble my words a lot. I'm not as comfortable behind this microphone as I am behind the handlebars.
Dude, it's crazy. We're on season 3. I mean, it feels like we just started, honestly. We're really thankful for all you listeners out there. Season 3. Let's make it the best one yet. This is going to be a big year. Olympic year 2.0, people. 2.0. All you riders, including my co-CEO on the other screen, Palm Dog, are busy training for the O Show this year. I can't believe we're saying, once again, we're training for the O Show. I mean, you guys are, not me, but in general.
It's hilarious, isn't it? It's one of a kind. We're just going to put it that way. It's one of a kind that we're having to say, yep, another Olympic cycle, another Olympic year back to back here. Crazy times we're in still. Unprecedented, as they say.
Unprecedented, very fluid, ever-changing situation. Let's talk we'll talk some Olympic year stuff as well today. And first of all, James, before we get into anything, that is one comfy-looking hoodie you're wearing.
It is one comfy-looking hoodie, isn't it?
Looks unreal. What is it?
It is an LSKD brand. If you guys aren't familiar already, LSKD is an Australian-owned and operated lifestyle brand that prides itself in producing high-quality sportswear and streetwear products to get you out there chasing the vibe. You guys heard it last show. You guys can use the code CChatter10. Get 10% off. Get your hands on the men's rep shorts, their most versatile shorts ever, with premium 4-way stretch, recycled polyester fabric, and inner leg mesh panels. They're the MVP of performance shorts. Just like this hoodie is the MVP of hoodies right now. You know how comfy I am?
I know. So I'm wearing mine right now, and it's darker, so you can't really see it. But I got legit. So I did my laundry. Yep. The stuff comes out. My LSKD stuff comes out of the laundry, and I put on those sweats before bed. Oh my God. It's like you just slide into it and you're like, Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. I'm home. I'm ready to relax. And dude, they're so comfy.
They're so good. Seriously.
That's like my first time I've ever had like a cuff at the bottom of my sweatpants. And I love it because it keeps me like,
you got to go with the cuff
on the couch.
You got to go with the cuff. Way better. And then also, if you want to train or be active, you got to have it tight around the ankle. You can't have a loosey-goosey around the ankle.
You don't want it. I've been surprised. It's been cold here in Cali, so I've been living in this hoodie, and people might call me soft saying it's cold in Cali, but it is. It's cold. You know what I'm talking about.
It is. Yeah, it does get cold in Cali. I mean, it's not like Canada cold, but it does get cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I get legitimately excited when I can wear this hoodie. Like, right? I'm talking, I open my closet and I'm like, where is that thing? Let me put it on.
Let me put it on. How do you feel like the older you get, the more excited you get for clothes for Christmas? Like, I got some clothes for Christmas, and these basically came around Christmas time, these hoodies, the shorts, and I get excited for them.
Yeah, I know. As a kid, if you get socks or underwear or clothes, like, well, I got clothes. If you get good clothes as an adult, it's like you won the lottery.
You're stoked. You're trying it on. You're wearing it to Christmas Day. You're showing it off to everybody. You're like, yep, I got this.
Yep, this is my new hoodie. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think? You're just hoping you get comments too. You don't tell anybody like right off the bat, but if they ask, you're like, yep, I got it for Christmas.
You know what a badass present is too? Like a good pair of slippers.
Oh yeah, I've been. That's a good one. I haven't
like
got those.
A good pair of slippers. They're really good.
I need to get me some of those. Hey.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't have slippers. I'm wearing slippers right now. I'm a huge slipper guy.
I've always wanted them, but never gone and got them because I'm always wearing my flops around. Big flop guy.
Yeah,
I need to get them the slipper game though.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, 2021 radio show today. Let's get to it. So you're back in San Diego.
Back in San Diego, baby. Where do we want to start with?
I guess I'm going to start with my big news. Had a huge day today.
I feel like we were just waiting for that. I didn't want to jump in front of that because there was big news you shared with the world.
Big news. Yeah. So dropped my new coaching website, ToriNihog.com. So it's a place where you can go on and check out all the different coaching services that I offer, whether it's online training programs or one-on-one coaching, or if you want to book me for a riding camp and have me come to your track and host a clinic or a riding camp. So I've been working on this project for a few months now. Savannah really helped me kind of design the website and go through it all. And I feel like it's been a long time coming because after I got hurt in Baku, I coached a bit in 2018. Obviously, we've done camps together and stuff. And I never really coached much before that. But as soon as I started doing it, I was like, wow, this is insanely rewarding. Because like as an athlete, you're only thinking about yourself, right? Like you got to be selfish as an athlete. But then when I started coaching, I was like, wow, this feels so good to help someone. It feels so good to get them to improve their running technique and get faster and accomplish their goals. And it's such a rewarding feeling helping people. Like I like helping people in different aspects of my life. That's just kind of the person I am. So then obviously coached more the last couple of years, and yeah, it was the right time for me to do it. So I'm really excited. I've also set up a Facebook community where people can apply to join, and we kind of have a community where we can all hold each other accountable, and I'll be sharing my favorite training tips and ideas and kind of having open discussions. And it's under the community page on my website. But yeah, really excited. I was really busy the past week. I kind of had everything ready, but just going over the final touches to everything. And yeah, I was a bit nervous for today because this kind of thing, like you're really putting yourself out there, and it's not an easy thing to do, but I think I'm proud of how it came out, but also proud that I kind of put myself in not an uncomfortable position, but kind of put myself outside my comfort zone to do that kind of thing. And I know as we raced our whole lives, like I have a lot to give back to the sport. And I think, I think I can help a lot of people in our sport.
I really think you do too. I think a lot of people have said that because you've been through a lot, not just like having, easy race wins here and there, but having to grind for it and work hard for it. What a way to start the year off for you doing that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
My internet connection is unstable right now.
It is. That's all right. Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me.
But I'm I can hear you. So I'm stoked you're doing that. I'm stoked you put it out there because we've done the camps over the past 2-3 years now. And I know you got into the personal coaching stuff. You have some riders you're coaching and stuff. So I think this would be a great way for people to connect with you because I think a lot of people are looking for a coach. They don't know where to start. They're like, oh, does this person coach, or what does this person coach? Blah, blah. I think good to have that website, have an area for people to go to, find out what they're getting into and find something that they would want.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people at BMX want some direction and want some structure in their training, no matter kind of what age they are, and are looking for a coach. And there's not a whole lot of coaches in our sport, especially compared to other sports. So yeah, I wanted to set up a kind of an online platform where it's just all there. You can view everything that I have to offer. And yeah, if you're interested, check out my website and reach out. But yeah, I'm excited to get going this year.
Hell yeah. It's kind of cool that you and Savvy are both kind of in, I'm not going to say the exact same field, but you guys are kind of similar areas, with her doing the nutrition side, you're doing BMX coaching. You can kind of share ideas off each other, I feel like, that way.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially with Savvy, starting her own website for her dietitian practice and like working with clients, like we kind of started both of our businesses at the same time and are kind of learning as we go and essentially doing it together. So it's kind of cool. Like, we'll help each other with our posts or how to set stuff up. And I've learned a lot from her because she's done a lot of research on, things to do and everything. And she's a few months ahead of me and obviously really, really smart with this kind of thing. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm more used to just doing the BMX side of things rather than like the official, you know what I mean? Like the official kind of stuff. But yeah, it's awesome to be able to do this kind of thing together, both of us.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, it's like the social media, the Instagram stuff, that's easy. Get the behind the scenes, like getting a website set up. Like, I know a lot of people have websites, but it takes a lot of time to get one set up properly with everything you want.
It does, yeah. And I think it's good for our sport too, because we need like professional services. We need professionals, like people always talk about in our sport. It needs to be more kind of professional. And I think that's what I'm trying to do, is bring some professional services and coaching in the sport. And I think our sport will benefit from more of that in general.
Totally. Yeah, I agree that we always say we always want our sport to be as professional as possible. And I think that's making everyone accountable, from like someone like a coach being professional as a coach, as a rider, making ourselves as professional as possible, how we broadcast ourselves to the world, how we are at the track, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's just a little part, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was an exciting day for me. Had a bunch of people reach out and was emailing back and forth with people today. And yeah, it was cool. Cool to see the support.
I like some of your photos on there too. You got some good pics. It's always nice to see some throwback pics here and there,
It's always nice, eh?
Yeah. Always good.
But anyway, so you're in San Diego now too, eh? I bet it's nice. Dude, the weather before San Diego, like, I don't think people understand when we say it rains here every day. Like, I don't think people who aren't from here understand how much it rains.
Like, legit. I think San Diego, like SoCal here and home, are the complete opposites, where it's like it might rain once a month here. At home, you're lucky if you get a day without rain.
Dude, you actually read my mind. I was thinking about that, I think today or yesterday.
Yeah.
So in San Diego, you don't have to check the weather because literally every day it's sunny. And here you don't really check the weather much because every day is rain. I think it's just inverted. And the few days San Diego gets of rain in the winter are the equivalent to how much sun we get.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm at home and I'm training at home, why does my eye look weird in the computer? I look like I got a lazy eye on the computer right now. Anyways.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Anyways, it's like, yeah, I don't even check the weather at home because it's like, it just says rain on the entire forecast. So in my mind, I'm like, well, if it is going to be sunny, it's going to be like an hour or two window during the day, and you can't plan for it. It's just going to, if you get lucky, you get lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it's literally every day you wake up and it's pouring rain. Every day it's gray and raining. And like, because we've been away so much from home in the winters, like, you almost, like, in your mind, like, oh no, you remember like a few years past, a few sunny days. You're like, it's not that bad. Like, you can still, whatever, you still get sunny days. No. Yeah. It's raining every single day.
And it's every day. The days you see us people, us Canadians, us Vancouver people posting like a nice sunny riding day or doing sprints in the sun, it's like, that's the one day it was sunny and we decided to get our picture, because we're not going to do it when it's pouring rain and we're soaking wet.
Literally, the one day or the few days out of the month it's sunny, the entire city goes outside.
Everybody goes out. It's packed.
You have to. You got to get the sun while you can.
You start getting cabin fever if you don't. If you just sit inside, it's like, sucks.
I know. So anyway, must be nice to be back in San Diego. It's been a while since you were there, huh?
It's been so long. I felt like home when I got back. I haven't been out and about much. I've just been hanging here in Lauren and Ryan's place, and it's kind of been my place of zen here, and to do my gym stuff, do my sprints. So it's been nice. I got to ride the track for the first time since Grands. I haven't ridden the track since Grands, so that was a big thing. Tyler just redid the San Diego BMX track and got to go ride it January 1st, had a Pro-Am there. So felt really good to be back at the track riding again, like, over a month since I'm riding. Felt good to be back there riding, take part in the Pro-Am. Tyler and the track did a great job at hyping it up. They got so many people out. It was a little bit crazy. I don't think he expected as many people as he got out to the event, but it made for some fun. Got some laps in. Track wasn't completely ready. It was pretty bumpy out there. They got a lot of rain, and I think they just were trying to get the track ready in time to get the Pro-Am in. So they did that, which was great, and we were able to get some laps in, get ready for Phoenix this weekend.
Before I comment on that, I just want to say I accidentally pressed the sound drop button. I don't know if you heard it. Did you hear the sound drop button?
I didn't hear anything. I've realized I can't hear the sound drops.
Okay, I accidentally pressed the sound drop button, so I wasn't actually meaning to press it.
So when I listen back and I hear a random sound drop,
it was like a wah, wah, wah.
Great timing for it.
But yeah, it looked like a pretty cool event Tyler put on. Tyler is so good at putting on those events. Like, I think he would be, if we needed someone in the sport to really put on like World Cups or put on like big money races, that kind of stuff, he'd be the guy, I think.
I kind of think so too. I think just because he goes after it. I think he's a little bit fearless trying to ask people for sponsors, or maybe he just has that way with people that people are willing to come on board because they know he's going to put on a decent event. Either way, the timing of his Pro-Am and opening up of the new track was perfect, because although it was the first of the year, it was January 1st, and people were probably a little bit hungover for New Year's, myself not included. People still came out, like, because I don't think tracks have been open because it's New Year's, it's the holidays, so people have been wanting to ride a track, and a lot of people came out. It's a lot of motos, a lot of kids riding. He did a really good job.
I'm a little rattled you can't hear the drops, but anyway.
I know, I can't laugh at them when you
yeah. But yeah, he does a good job. He's done a good job with BMX in San Diego in general, and I think the Pro-Am idea was cool, especially right before Phoenix. How many riders were racing it?
I think we had 21, 22 riders in the Pro-Am class alone, and that was just the men, and then the women had like 10 themselves.
Who won? Jorah Smith?
No, Cam Larson won, actually. He
cool.
got us from the outside.
Oh, nice. I actually didn't see a video or anything, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there were many videos of it, but it was good racing. Like, we had just 2 motor qualification, had a semifinal, and then main event. It was a good one. Cam got out from the outside, actually got pop one off. He's looking good form. Him and Ricardo were both looking pretty good out there. We had those 2 guys. Then we also had Joris and Romain, myself there. Johnny Holshaw was out there as well, and a few other amateur racers too. So good turnout. It was fun. It was fun to get back in the mix. I'm telling you, it's been a while. I feel like the rhythm and everything of it, I didn't really have down, but getting back to the race, it just felt like home again, in the sense that, like, it was just back to routine.
Yeah, like, it's always kind of tough to get back into it when you haven't, but then as soon as you sink into the routine, you're just so automatic because you've done it for so long. It's just instant.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you froze there. Are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that even if you haven't raced for a while and it feels a little awkward or whatever, you get into your routine and you just sink right into it because it's what you've known for so long.
Yeah. I've had like that thought in the back of my head, oh man, it's been so long racing. I'm like, I'm going to forget what I'm doing out there. I'm going to have to really concentrate. And I didn't really have that, which was nice. It's kind of like just back into the flow of things. I think racing with people was something a little bit shocking because I've been riding basically on my own or with Ryan Tugas for the past year now almost, and that's all we've been riding. So to get back in the mix with a handful of fast guys was refreshing. Felt really good to do again. I was a little sketchy on the dirt turns. The first turn was a little bit slippery. I almost slid out in practice. Laws had a spill when she was out front in the main, and hers, like, it was a little bit slippery. But it was really fun. I was most surprised that I wasn't shocked to be back at the race. I was kind of surprised about all the people around at the race. Like, that's what I felt most weird about, was all the people around.
Yeah, probably, right? Because it's been so long since you've been in a track with actual people there.
Yeah, and I don't think I've been in a huge group of people for a while, other than trying to get through the airport.
Yeah.
But everyone's masked up there. But at the race, it was kind of just like, kind of people were just back to normal life. And that was a little different for me. It took me a minute to get used to, and I was still trying to keep my distance here and there. It's tough though when there were so many people there.
It reminds me. So obviously, a lot of sports now are going with no fans and whatever. And I was thinking of this because the World Junior Hockey Championship is on right now. First of all, phenomenal hockey.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, it's been so good. Canada's just an unstoppable freight train running over everyone.
Hell yeah.
They're beating Russia 4-0 in the semifinals after the first period, I think, before we started the show.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, but I was wondering for those guys, because they usually play in front of a packed house, and the atmosphere would be insane. If they would notice like a big difference playing with the fans or no fans. And it's like, I guess when you start playing, like it doesn't really make a difference because they know what's on the line and everything. And I was thinking, I mean, with us, I guess we've raced world championships, or like in Rio, for instance, there were thousands of people. And at world championships, we've had big crowds and some World Cups as well. And it does add to the atmosphere, but then we've also raced World Cups where there's no one watching. And I don't think my feeling was any different in racing.
I think a perfect example is going from the 2017 World Championships at Rock Hill to then the 2018 World Cup in Rock Hill, where the World Champs there, it was packed. It was an awesome crowd, like stands were packed. And then we raced the same track at a very similar caliber race, and there was pretty much no one in the stands. And I think all you miss is that little bit of atmosphere when you get up to the top of the hill and you can kind of see the crowd, you hear the roars. When you're behind the gate, when you're behind the hill, you're in your zone that I don't think you really notice it. And I bet you that's the same for the hockey players and football players, whoever. It's just that little bit of time when you're getting out of your pre-routine and into your like race gate. That little bit. I miss.
And for sure the atmosphere, like you pick up on the exciting energy of the crowd and everything. And for sure, when you walk up the hill or you hear the crowd roar, it's like an instant rush. Like it's pretty fucking sick, especially when you get to the top of the hill and there's just packed stands. But then, yeah, you're totally right. When you're focused and getting the gate and everything, there could be no one there and it wouldn't make a difference. It's still the same feeling. Like as racers, we all know what's on the line. Like the camera guy's still there with the camera in your face, and everyone knows what you're racing for. So I don't think it makes that much of a difference because we raced World Cups with a lot of people. We raced World Cups with none, and to me, as a racer, they've always felt like a World Cup, kind of regardless. But definitely atmosphere-wise, there is, like you do feel the atmosphere with a packed house.
Yeah, I would almost say I think I feel the atmosphere more than I do not feel it when it's not there, if that makes sense. So when the atmosphere is there, when it's the World Championships, like you feel that little bit of hype, a little bit of pressure. You hear the crowd cheering, but when it's not there, it's not something I ever thought about. I'm like, I never realized until after the fact or when I've been knocked out of one of the rounds that I'm like, oh shit, like it's pretty empty here.
Yeah, like the thoughts literally never really crossed my mind as a racer.
Yeah.
No.
I could see it maybe being a little bit different for hockey or football where they're literally in a stadium of people all the time with the crowds just going nuts the whole time. I could see it being a little bit different, but I'm sure once they're in the middle of gameplay, it's not something they ever realize.
Yeah, but definitely if I could pick, I'd pick a packed house than no one.
Yeah. Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
As an athlete, like you want to race in front of thousands of people, or you want to compete in front of huge crowds. Like that's just so sick for a sport.
I just got the chills. I got the little shivers from like thinking about like when you're.
I know it's
when you're
so
on top
cool.
of the gate and they're like they're calling off your names, or like you can hear them cheering for the race in front of you, and you're like, I'm about to go onto this stage right now and show what I got.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like it's so cool. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
A lot of the world championships we've had, I've had a lot of people. Like when the worlds were in Auckland, there was a lot. Rotterdam, there was a lot. There's a lot in Rock Hill for sure too. I don't remember Baku.
It's great.
I mean, the crowd in Baku wasn't that big, hey?
No, Baku was tough. I mean, because we had a race day canceled. I think that was tough. The location itself is pretty tough. Meaning, I'm not sure there's a huge amount of Max fans in Baku.
No, exactly. So, I mean, it's in Azerbaijan, so I don't think there's going to be as many people. The crowd in Zolder last year was really good, actually. Even in the rain.
Zolder's always good.
Yeah, it was packed.
Dude, yeah, that's always a good one. Zolder, I know we joke about hating going back there every year, but every year we go there, there's a crowd, and that's sick.
Although the World Cups there, the crowd, it hasn't been that big, but yeah.
That's a good point.
The Worlds is usually a really good crowd.
You want to know what's one of the best part about the Worlds?
Yes, do tell.
That we always run off a Pro Gate Europe.
Have at it, pal.
Winning starts with a great gate. Okay, when you're at the World Champs, you got a Pro Gate Europe. You know you're gonna have a great race if you start off Pro Gate Europe, and you need to get one today. I'm just gonna put it out there.
You know who won? You know who won with a great gate?
Who?
Arturs Madison's at the 2008 Madrid World Cup. Bet you weren't expecting that one, eh?
I was not expecting that one bit.
All right. All right, caller number 1. You're on air. Oh, what's up, Mitchie? How's it going, buddy? Good. How's our Aussie correspondent? Are you wearing LSKD right now? All right. For some reason, and I don't know why, James can't hear you. James, why don't you think you can hear Mitchie right now?
I have absolutely no idea, but I guess we're just gonna have to run it.
Yeah, he can hear you, so that's awesome. I'll just play telephone here. Anyway, Mitchie, what? Good, mate. What's new with you? What's the latest down under?
Went away for a couple of days. Just getting my mental health sorted before racing.
Good. Happy to hear that, buddy. Happy to hear that.
Yeah.
When's your is the race this coming weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. So I'm not racing. I've just taken this first bit of racing off because my mental health. So I was like, I'll race Shepparton in February. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad you're racing's important, but you're a human first. So I'm glad you're taking the time to sort out your mental health and everything. And if you ever need someone to chat to, man, reach out. I'm happy to chat with you. How's the fan?
Yeah, it's good. It's out at the moment because we're on in Echuca, so a couple minutes away from Shepparton. So they're just looking around town and everything like that.
How hot is it right now in Shepparton?
In Shep, I think it's 26 where I'm staying at the moment degrees. So it's pretty warm.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
For some reason now, lost James on the call. So I'll just chat with you, Mitchie.
Yeah, good.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. Where'd you go?
Dude, I don't know what just happened. My computer just completely turned off.
Okay, so we're up and down now on Zoom. How do you go back to side?
I don't know.
Check the view. You got to make sure the view is good. Whatever view option.
I saw Jake the other day.
Oh, how's Jake?
Yeah, it was good. We went for a riding ride, but because my brother's a video and photographer, so we're doing a quick edit with him.
Oh, sick.
Until 20 minutes in, and he got a punch up.
Oh, that's shitty.
So we just chilled out.
You know, no one ever got more flats than me when I race. I don't know why, but I would get flats fucking all the time.
Did James?
It was insane.
Punches when he was in Shepparton?
What?
Did James get any punches in Shepparton?
Did you get any punctures in Shepparton, Jane?
I want to say no, but I want to say I was told that I was going to, so I was being very cautious of where I was like putting my bike and carrying my bike. I got pretty lucky, I think.
Yeah, you didn't get any, eh? Huh.
Yeah, that's.
I don't understand though, Tori, how you would literally just
get punches and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, James.
It's crazy how you would just end up you go to the track and Tori would get a flat tire rolling his bike to the gate.
Yeah, I don't get it. I would get them all the time.
I don't understand.
I hate him.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Oh, good brother.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Good to hear from you. Take care, pal.
Yeah, you too. I will.
See you, buddy. Dude, flats. I would get flats all the time. It's unbelievable. Like, I would go to Abbotsford and get 2 flats in a session.
Like, you just get a rock in your tire randomly, and it's a rock. It's like, I don't understand how the rock just punctured your tire.
The best part is it was always a rear. It was never the front.
Always.
The front is so easy to change. The rear is just a pain in the ass.
It's such an it's a pain. That's the exact way to put it. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. I don't want to have to deal with, getting the chain tensioner set, like just having to take the wheel off. In the front is just so much more simple.
You dislocate the brakes. You got to redo your chain. It's a whole thing, and it's so annoying. Like you've done 3 gates, you get a flat, and you got to do your next 6 or whatever, and then you got to add a 30-minute break between, and it's just it's super
annoying. Not ideal whatsoever. No.
So we had a couple new sponsor check-ins. A couple big week. It's a big week in the sponsor world. All the contracts end December 31st, and all the new ones start January 1st.
Yeah, we did. So pretty exciting. I think we had already guessed that this. Did we already? I'm scared. We talked about this last week, but we're just gonna roll with it anyways.
Well, I don't think we did. No, we couldn't have because that was end of December. Freddie's announcement came out like last Friday. I feel like.
I had Jay Smooth as written down too, but I think we already knew about Jay Smooth.
I don't know if we did or not. No, I don't think we did. Yeah. Anyway, congrats to Jay Smooth. Congrats to Jay Smooth and Freddie. Big news for them. Good pickups.
Yeah, good pickups. I think we kind of guessed Jay Smooth the DK. We kind of guessed that one. Just having ties there with his brother, and I didn't realize, but also when he was younger, he had ties to there. Being from the East Coast, I think DK is more of an East Coast brand. So yeah, good to see them pick up a new rider. I feel like they could kind of use another elite guy in the U.S. So good for him. And then also, for Freddie too. I mean, good to see. Freddie's one of those guys. I mean, he's from South America, but he races a lot up here in the U.S. and he does a lot of stuff around the world. So any sponsors he has or any company that goes to him to sponsor him, you're going to get a lot of eyes on him from many parts of the world, which I think is great for a brand.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't put 2 and 2 together and think that Tangent may want to pick up another rider now that remains on GT. We never once said that.
We never said it, but it was most definitely thought about.
Oh, you did? I didn't even think of it. And after I saw Freddie, I was like, well, duh, of course that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. So my thinking was Cam Larson or Freddie. Cam because he's a West Coast kid. He does a lot of the pro-ams, so he might have ties there. Freddie, I had thought about just because he's often ridden Tangent parts already. So I just kind of assumed he might go to them as well. So
and he likes to race in the U.S. too, Freddie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like a full-time guy here. He just lives out in Florida by the looks of it. He's just full-time U.S. guy. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. So two deserving rides. I think it's cool that they both found a home as well because they both deserve one for sure. Mm-hmm. And I think the brands suit both of them actually. Like I think I see Jay Smooth and DK.
100%. I know exactly what you mean with both. Like they both fit the brand really well. I think the image of what the brand wants is those people. So that's cool.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know my reasoning, but it just seems like it suits them.
Well, I think Freddie's just one of those guys who just loves to race. He'll go to all the races if he can. Yeah. That's what Tangent loves. They love people that are just out there and about the races.
That's a good point. Yeah.
DK, they seem to love the social media side. I think, to be honest, my personal viewing, like they love people that have social media. So with Jay Smooth having a YouTube page, they probably like that aspect of it as well.
Huge YouTube guy.
Just huge.
I saw his photo the other day with his camera equipment. It looked legit.
Dude, he had like 2 huge cameras too.
I know. It looked legit.
That looked legit. I will say that I'm still surprised that Cam Larson hasn't found a new home.
Yeah, you would think he would.
I would have thought he would. Yeah.
If we had a coffee chatter team, we would pick him up.
Oh hell yeah! I was at the pro-am. He whole shotted us from the outside, from lane 8.
Yeah,
like he's a kid's fast.
Yeah, if we had a factory team, he'd be one of our guys. Yeah, how sick would that be? Have a factory coffee chatter team.
That'd be badass.
That'd be so sick.
People so often message us being like, "Hey, like, can you make a coffee chatter jersey?" Like people have said it to us, and we're like, "We have enough things on our plates." Well, I just heard of this new brand. I think Ryan Villapoto rides for the clothing brand, and it's called like Canvas. And I think you make your own. You make like your own prints, and then they just fucking print it and send it to you.
How about the deals Villapoto's got going on?
Talk about a brand ambassador.
Oh my god! Still just making $1 million a year, and he's not racing. What a badass!
That's unreal, hey.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And good for him. Good for him for keeping a nameless. But that's what you're doing. You're a brand ambassador. You're keeping that name in the sport.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, congrats to those two guys. It's cool to see the BMX media outlets all post about it too. Like it seems like the BMX media outlets are I think there's more that are coming around. I feel like.
Do you feel like it's almost starting to become more of a professional thing in the sense that once a rider gets announced, it's becoming public and everyone needs, it's like.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that this week and it's fucking awesome. Like obviously the guys at 15 BMX are fucking awesome. They've supported this show since we started and they post about our show and obviously they post about my website today and I'm actually going to be doing some stuff with them. Like once a month I'll be giving them, posting a pro tip on there. But my point being is that they're so supportive of us and BMX, like 15 and Laura, they do an awesome job. And then as well as like I saw other media companies posting about Freddie and about Jay Smooth and stuff. And it's cool. Like we need more of that to spread news to everyone in the BMX world rather than just, someone posting a photo or something,
100% agree. Like you see all these other sports, other organizations, when it comes out with news, like they make it mainstream. It's a news story. Like we need to talk about this. Like that's what we do. That's what the news and like the media does. And we try to do that in a very small scale because we're not trying to be a media per se. We're trying to be a podcast show. But that's what the sport needs. We need to have these press conferences, post-race race conferences, like things for media to get information to share with the world to make our sport more known.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, I love it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool, actually. I mean, look at every other sport. They have media sites and everything. So it's not like we're on ESPN. We need BMX media websites.
We need it. We really do.
Honestly, we really do. We really do need them.
Think about this. The other day, I was watching. This is like an old story of one of the Lakers guys. Who's LeBron James's right-hand guy in the Lakers? You probably don't know.
I have no idea. I don't follow basketball.
I should know the name. I follow them. I like them. Anyways,
Steve Nash.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, and he was like, basically in this interview, he's kind of making a joke how he basically found out he's being traded to the Lakers via Instagram, social media. Can you imagine if you were trying to work out a deal in BMX, you flicked on your Instagram page and you saw like one of the media companies just be like, this guy is signing with so-and-so brand, and you're like, wait, I am? Like, is that really happening?
I know. It'd be cool if all the contracts were public.
That would be.
You know what? That would be that would actually be in a rider's best interest.
That was where I was going to go at. I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing for us?
That would be in a rider's best interest because then here's the problem. Like everyone is sworn to secrecy and whatever, but no one really knows unless you're like kind of on the inside of it as a rider or whatever. No one really knows what the standard is, Like people kind of guess and stuff, but people don't know. But if it's public, everyone knows the standard, sponsors, riders, everything.
Good point. Yeah. Because I know for a fact, I sure as heck don't know.
Yeah. And like 99% of people don't really know, but if it was all public, it would all be open. And then all the, like there'd be a standard for the riders and a standard for the companies and everything. And I think it would actually be more beneficial for kind of everyone.
Interesting. I've never really thought about that, but yeah, I would, if it was, I'd love to see it. I think we should do it.
I guess you can't really, because first, like in pro sports with team sports, like it's signing to the team and it's like under a league, but all our sponsors are basically like, what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's like endorsement contract, basically. So it's not like you're not signing to like a sport team in like a league. It's like an endorsement contract with a company. So it's different.
Okay. Oh yeah, I wouldn't like the same. Like, yeah, I guess you need to be all affiliated under one roof. I feel like to be able to do that.
Yeah, and it's like you're endorsing their products. You're not like signing to the team to play for the team. It's kind of different, but I think that'd be really good actually.
How would you feel if because like on some teams, I'm sure you know how much a certain player is making. How would you feel if you're like racing somebody they're making like double than what you are?
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck? I beat this guy all the time.
I fucking cut that guy off last weekend. What the fuck?
This guy sucks. Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
I know, but there'd be less of that because everyone would know, and I guess there would be some people would get paid more than others, and people would probably be like not happy about it. But I mean, that's sport.
That's how it works. You got to know that's how it works.
Yeah,
top guys are going to get paid more. There's going to be a huge drop off to everybody else. It's normal business.
Social media check-in.
Social media check-in. Yep.
Where is he?
I got it.
There he is. Hate that guy. You didn't hear it, but I just pressed it. Kai.
Social media check-in.
Someone social media check-in. Kai. He seems like he's doing really well with his rehab.
That's awesome to see. It seems like he's pushing it really well. Man, I saw him in the gym doing some squats again. I was like, dude, that guy, the way he pushes it, like, he's a trooper. It's incredible to see. I love it.
Well, we talked about it before, but he's such like a dedicated, professional, hardworking person. Like, even when he was racing, he's just so professional to his approach to everything. And he would just tick every box, and you can just tell. Like, obviously, I'm not there, and I don't see everything he's doing, obviously. But you can just tell by the stuff he posts how professional and he is with this, and how he's just taking it as a challenge. He's like, yeah, I still got a long way to go, but I'm just doing what I can. I'm ticking all the boxes, and I'm accomplishing what I'm doing. I think he's doing it awesome. He's approaching like a true professional, like I said.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see, and we're all on his side, I think, which is awesome. I hope he knows that too. I love that one of the rehab exercises it seems he's doing is some putting. How about that?
Dude, so good. I saw him at the range and he was putting. And it got me thinking, that is honestly one of the most perfect things to do for coordination, balance, stability, using your entire body. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah, fair. Like, I just love it because like that's what we do. We love golf, and to see someone else enjoying it too, I think that's so cool.
And for sure, it'd be more fun than just doing gym stuff. Like you're actually outside and playing a game and doing stuff. So I think that's badass.
Yeah, I agree. I'm always someone, I think when I'm done like racing, I don't think I'll spend very much time in the gym if I don't have to. Like, I bet you there's going to be a part of me that says like after a while I'll want to. But in my head, I want to just be outside as much as I can.
Yeah, like I don't have like a huge desire to go to the gym all the time. Like, like you just don't. Like, yeah. Like I would like to go to the gym a couple times a week and lift and stuff. But yeah, I don't have like a super big desire to do it really. Like, it's nice just to exercise and stay in shape and just do it for your mental health more than anything. But like, yeah, I don't have like I'm not going to go fucking 10 by 10 in the squat rack or something.
No, you don't need to do that.
No, there's like, after you do it for so long, you're like, that's the last thing I want to do is just kill myself in the gym.
Seriously, though, right?
Like, why? Why?
Why? I don't seriously. Why?
Yeah, seriously, why? Unless you love working out, which I didn't really like going to the gym. So, yeah. Want to do true and false? Or want to do Olympic year?
Let's do a little true and false, and then we got some Phoenix stuff to talk about too.
All right, sounds good.
So this true and false segment brought to you by our friends over at LSKD. Go get the rep shorts, guys. I was showing a little thigh the other day wearing the rep shorts in the gym. Gosh, I felt good.
You were showing a little thigh. Eh?
I was getting a little tan going. I loved it. Thanks to them. Yeah.
All right, true and false segment. James, lead us off.
All right. First one from me. I broke Lauren and Ryan's garage floor.
What do you mean by broke?
I thought are we allowed to ask questions? You always tell me I'm not allowed to ask questions. I broke it, meaning
okay, true.
It is true. I broke the floor.
How did you break the floor?
It was raining and I was doing my gym inside, and I wasn't really thinking, and I dropped the weight off my back at the last set, and it kind of put a hole in the concrete floor.
Oh shit!
It kind of cracked the concrete and made a little indentation, we'll say.
Doesn't Ryan clean and stuff in there? Like power clean?
I thought so, and I think that's why I didn't think about it in my head. But I think she only does outside. So
did they say anything?
I texted her right away. I texted her. I was like, no one. I texted her. I was like, okay, first of all, don't be mad. Everyone's okay. No one's hurt.
Don't be mad. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's fine. Your floor's a little bit broken though.
Were they pissed or no?
No, they understood. They're like, they're like, you know what? I was telling them I wanted to get it fixed. I was like, I'll get some concrete stuff. Like, I was asking Jake's Ferns. I was like, I need to get some concrete mix. I need to fix it. They're like, you know what? It's probably going to happen again. We work out there enough. So let's just leave it for now.
Classic first week there, break the floor.
Yep. Unreal. That was my first gym session there. Anyways, yeah, go on.
All right. Apparently okay, I should word this differently. They're thinking about making the second straight smaller at Stuttgart for the World Cup this year.
Okay, you would never have gotten that information, so that is so false.
You never know, they might.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Second one for me. For dessert the other night, I had a pizza instead of ice cream.
For dessert.
Correct.
True.
That is true. We had dinner.
What'd you have for dinner?
We had like chicken curry for dinner, and then I was
so good.
I was like, I'm kind of hungry and I kind of want dessert, but I also got this little pizza and I want to cook it. I was like, I'm gonna have pizza for dessert.
Me and Saturday were laying in bed last night. I was like, fuck, I could go for a pizza right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in a pizza kick lately too. So.
Yeah. We went to Pieology once a week when I was in San Diego. It's so good.
I don't think I've been to actual Pieology, but those make your own pizza places are
fantastic. It's so good. Like the crust is so thin, delicious. My grandma accidentally gave me an extra $100 bill for Christmas.
I could see this by chance randomly happening. I'm gonna say it's true.
Yeah, it's true. So so they always give us, like, my grandma always gives all of us grandchildren. There's me and my sister and then my two cousins on my dad's side.
Yeah.
She always gives us $150 each in like a card. So this year, I guess she was supposed to give us 200, but I opened my card and I had $300, and I was like, $300? I was like, boy, this is a raise. What a raise. And so what happened apparently is my grandma accidentally gave me an extra $100 bill. So because my dad's like, I don't think that's right. So we asked her, and apparently I was only supposed to get 200. And so I phoned my grandma on New Year's Eve. And I was like, yeah, because it's actually New Year's Eve is her birthday. So I phoned her on her birthday on New Year's Eve and wished her happy birthday and everything. And then I was like, yeah, Grandma, I got to give you the $100 back. And I was like, yeah, but I have to charge you a transaction fee. There was a huge delay. I don't know if you heard me or not, but anyway. All right, you're on. Oh nice. Boy!
Okay, moving on.
Boy, do we have lag?
Next one from me.
Do we have lag issues right now?
Do you want me to refresh this? How are we feeling now?
Did you even hear what I said? Because it's like a 5-second lag. This is something.
I can hear everything you're saying.
Okay. I think we're okay now. Go for it.
Okay. My true and false. Number 3. Just opening up my phone. All right. Jake's Ferns flooded the Gaines bathroom from the toilet. The first.
Okay, can you hear me? Oh my God, we're having connectivity issues right now.
I'm going to lose my shit tea.
Can you hear me?
Keep talking.
So I heard, you were breaking up, but all I heard was Jake Spurns flooded the Gaines bathroom. So I'm gonna go. Can you repeat it, please? I was gonna go.
What is this Wi-Fi? Can you?
Dude, I don't know. Why does this happen on a live show? This is so frustrating. You see, normally what we could do is we just hit a quick pause. We just hit a quick pause normally, and then we keep recording. But now we're live, and we're just looking like a couple of assholes who have no Wi-Fi, who haven't paid the internet bill because the internet sucks.
That's exactly what happened. Anyways, if you can hear me, I'm going to re-say it. True or false?
Please
Jake's Ferns flooded the Gaines bathroom floor from the toilet the first night he stayed there.
Oh my God! Yes, true.
Yeah, that's true.
Why does this not surprise me, Jake?
Oh, I can only imagine the first night you're there and you do that. You're like, oh no.
Jesus Christ! I wonder how the hell did he manage that. Well, I guess we know how he managed that, but that's quite something.
It is quite something, but yeah.
All right. Liam told me at the beginning of 2018 that he was thinking about coming back and trying to go for Tokyo.
100% false. No way he was doing that. Once he was gone, he knew he was gone, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Wouldn't that be something? LP just comes back for a Manchester World Cup in 2023 and fucking lights it up at age 35 or however old he'll be, 33.
That'd be absolutely incredible. Just does that casually.
Oh, I would love it.
I would too. All right. Last one from me. At the San Diego Pro-Am, Nick was going around asking people to donate money into the Pro-Am after he was knocked out.
That sounds like something Nick would do. True.
It is, and I wanted to share that because that is so cool of Johnny.
Wow. That goes to show what kind of a person Nick is.
Seriously, he was there to race, had a great time racing. I don't think he made it out of the semi. We were in the same one. And even after all that, he stuck around. He was asking people to donate to the Pro-Am, even though he wasn't even in the final getting the purse. So I always want to give a shout out to him. That was cool.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable because that's what Nick is, but yeah, wow.
Very cool.
Selfless human being.
Extremely, yeah.
I used to get mine. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I used to get anxiety on World Cup podiums about not being able to open the champagne properly.
I have a small thing inside of me that says this is true because I feel like I knew that I don't know that, but I feel like it's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
would you
I had this fear that I wasn't going to be able to get the fucking cork off. Talk about a first world problem or a good problem to have.
If that's what you're worried about on a race weekend, or at least there, then yeah, you're doing things right. You're doing things right.
All right, true and false, everyone. David Graff's favorite.
The LSKD true or false.
All right, the LSKD true and false segment. My favorite segment. Anything to do with LSKD is my favorite.
That's your favorite.
So obviously, like I said, we've been talking about. We mentioned the World Juniors earlier, but so I grew up playing hockey, and let me tell you there is a huge difference between hockey coaches and BMX coaches. I've never seen a BMX coach scream at BMXers. You know, they're always typically pretty calm and stuff. But boy, you should have seen the hockey coaches like I had growing up. Like I'm talking full scream in the dressing room between periods. Like coaches would like fucking smash sticks on the wall. One coach threw. You know, they have like in hockey, they have like their board. They like draw plays on and stuff.
Yep.
Threw it across the room and snapped it. Head coaches like throw garbage cans across the room, like screaming. Can you imagine at a race? You look over in the chase pit and there's Joris and Thomas. No, he works with Christian. Right?
No, he works with one of the French guys now, but continue.
Anyway, Joris and his coach just screaming at him and throwing his bike and throwing like a glove across the chase pit. Can you imagine? That's the equivalent.
That'd be absolutely insane. I can't even imagine. We're in such different. The coaches are in such different worlds. Like you would never see that in the BMX coaches' world.
No, like a lot of BMXers are so sensitive to like anything from their coaches and stuff. And I never had anything. Like PH was hard on me one time. It was in Oldsmar, in 2016, the race at the beginning of the year. I think my first lap on the second day, we had 4 people. Yeah. And I got 4th, and I just raced like a complete asshole. Like bad start, took a terrible line in the first corner, and just had to go around last. And he's like, okay. He comes back to the pit area. He's like, Tori, seriously? That was crap. And he didn't like yell at me, but he's just like, look at me like, seriously, that was crap. Basically it was like, you can do way better than that. That was terrible. Like you had a terrible start. You didn't focus. Like you took a terrible line. And I mean, it worked. So I came back and won the next 2 laps. So it was good. But after he's like, yeah, I had to be hard on you there. And in my mind, I was like, well, it was a little bit, but like if that was hockey, dude, like you'd be fucking benched and get screamed at. Like hockey coaches are pretty gnarly.
Seriously, it's way different. I think you're right. It's like, I think that stuff is well deserved. I think it is. I don't want a coach that's just going to be like, oh, well, he could see me doing something wrong out there and he's going to be okay with it. It's like, no, like, tell me to get my fucking act together. If I'm shit in the bed and you see it, like, tell me.
Yeah.
Get on my ass. I might need that wake up call because maybe I'm not in the zone to realize it at the time. And it's crazy that we don't have as much.
No,
I'm not saying like I wouldn't expect a BMX coach to start throwing shit. But if you look at the other sports, like you see that all the time.
Happens all the time. And like if we played bad in a period or something, we were losing, and the coach lit us up. Boy, we came out flying the next period. Let me tell you, legs were never moving. Legs were never moving faster than that.
You were on your toes. You were going for it.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like I just was thinking about that. How actually I was watching the World Juniors, and it's just so fucking different. Like the coaches will scream at the team or like the referee, and you just don't really see that at BMX.
Why do you think that is? Like, is it because of the sport we're in? Is it because of individual coaches? Is it because the rider pays the coach? Is it because of that? What do you think?
I think it's a bit of both. I think because it's an individual sport. I think when it's a team, you can kind of like it's not as like if you're getting yelled at as a team, it's like not fun, but it's not that bad. I mean, people do get singled out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer. I think people as in a team sport may be more used to like maybe getting like not picked on is the right word, but like they're more used to kind of getting roasted or like that kind of thing. Like they're more used to getting like made fun of or razzed by their teammates. The more they probably got. I think people in team sports have slightly thicker skin than people in individual sports because you have to be so into yourself and you're always alone in individual sports. So I think there's some of that.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. I think that could be part of it.
Yeah,
I was thinking in my head too, maybe part of it, like this is kind of falls under the professional sport caliber, but a coach or somebody is only going to get paid for and be on that team as long as his people are performing. And if they're not performing, he's going to get pissed at them to start getting their shit together and start performing. Whereas in our sport, you pay a coach, you expect him to give you a program so you can do your work. If the rider's not doing the work, then the coach isn't going to get fired by somebody else. Like the rider could fire the coach, but most likely the rider's going to be like, this is on me. There's not somebody above the coach that's going to be like, your rider's not performing, I'm going to fire you. I don't feel like that happens as often.
Yeah, so you're saying because the rider pays the coach, there's not as much? Is that what you think?
I guess so. I guess that's
I
guess that's what I'm getting at.
I agree. I think that's part of it too. Like the guy can yell at a hockey team. The players can't fire the coach. I mean, if the players hate him and they're not performing, the coach will probably get fired. But in BMX, it's more like you hire the coach, and then he may feel like he can't talk to you like that too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. At the end of the day, well, you could say your coach is your boss, but also if you're paying your coach, I mean, then it could be different. Tori's currently taking a little break here, and I'm just going to ramble on. Should we talk shit about him? I think we should start talking shit about T. I don't think he listens to these podcasts back. I mean, I don't anymore. So if I start talking shit about, I'm like, fuck you, Tori, you don't do shit.
Yeah,
he wouldn't hear it. You can hear that? We should talk shit. Don't fuck you, Tori.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Has Bob ever not got pissed at you, but like laid into you at all?
See, that's a good question. I can't really remember. And I want to say if I can't remember, I want to say no. Yeah. But I know he's gotten upset at me. Like he's told me to get my shit together, but he's not really a yeller.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't want a coach that's a yeller either, because then eventually I think you just tune him out and kind of lose respect.
I think so too, sometimes. I think there's a time and place though. Like I think if you're not a yeller and if there is a time and you do yell, I think that person you're going to know like this is serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
But if you're doing it all the time, then yeah, you're going to tune it out every time and just be like, whatever.
Yeah. So Phoenix this coming weekend.
Phoenix. Season opener.
So sick we got a season opener. It's usually later in the year, but I'm a fan that it's now.
Yeah, a little different, hey? Normally you're used to this happening in February, but I feel like there always used to be a season opener in Phoenix or sorry, not in Phoenix, but in January. I feel like there used to be like a Reno season opener.
Yeah.
But they haven't had that for a while. So bringing Phoenix back. Not sure if I'm super excited that it's as early as it is because I haven't had time to ride as much, but nonetheless, like pretty stoked we get to go to another season opener, get to go to Phoenix again. Personally, Phoenix is one of those tracks where it's one of my favorite dirt turn small hill tracks. So I look forward to racing it.
Yeah, like we talked about, Phoenix is a cool one. It's super old school BMX, and it's just a fun race weekend. I think a lot of people are going to be there because there hasn't been much racing. It's an Olympic year. People want to race early. I think the pro turnouts are going to be big. Also, actually, yeah, this is the first race of the new payout and the new one pro class. So it'll be interesting to see how many riders there actually are. Fuck, I forgot about that. There could be a ton in the elite men class.
I have a feeling it's going to be massive.
Dude, there could be like 60 to 70.
The amount of people that have been waiting for racing to happen in the new year, the amount of people, foreigners that are in the country, the amount of people that are just like ready to race. I think everybody's going to be going there. Everyone wants to race. It's going to be huge.
That's so sick. Yeah, I totally forgot about the one class. This could be pretty big.
Yeah, I think it could be. I think it'll cool to see how the new class works. Personally, I think it'll work good. We've talked about the positives and negatives to it, but I'm excited to see how it works and how it runs with all these people now.
Yeah, I guess especially with the one class obviously, and there's a lot of young kids that are fast now, or young pros, I should say, that are fast and probably want to start the year off really well in elite. It's gonna be cool to see Riley House. Riley is a dark horse in Phoenix. Home track. Well, he lives not home track, so I think he rides at Chandler. But anyway, it's from Phoenix, so he's probably rode Black Mountain quite a bit as well. Coming off a really good A-Pro rookie year. I think he could do really well in Phoenix.
I think so too. Like, as much as he's not a local, he's a local. It's going to be his home national, I would assume. So I would expect good things from him. He's going to want to come out there flying. He showed last year, I guess now we can say, in Texas and Houston when we had the Supercross race there. He raced the national champs as elite men. He shows he can compete with the class just as fast to win motos, win laps, win the main even, who knows. So he'll be wanting to show himself. And I think there's going to be a lot of people coming out swinging, thinking they have a lot to show in the first race. There always is. Everyone wants to prove themselves in the first race. So I think that's why it's always exciting.
Are we thinking Bad Bubba's going to race that again? God, I hope so.
I wish, just so I could hear the crowd go crazy, but I think he's done. I think he's not going to do it.
I want to see Bad Bubba out there.
Let's go, Bubba! Like I just want to hear the crowd go nuts.
God, I want to see Bubba out there.
And he's just got that unique style that's just so fun to watch. He's just hunting people down.
He's just a fucking legend too.
He really is, yeah.
Yeah.
The track itself, pretty unique, like a unique start, first straight. We've always talked about it's got that little bit of a dog leg, which makes lane choice interesting.
Yes. And it's funny when people don't know. When people haven't raced Phoenix before, it's funny. You get to like a quarter and like the pro pick lane one. You're like, all right, well, he clearly hasn't raced here before.
he doesn't realize it's a little longer from lane one.
It's like the only track where you usually pick like middle to kind of outside lanes first.
Straight up, yeah. Like first pick, oftentimes will go with 3, 4, 5 range.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're like second, third, fourth pick, those oftentimes you're going to go lane 8 just because.
I know. If you get like a fifth pick, it's like, fuck, do I go 1 or 2? Do I go like 7?
Yeah.
It's kind of tough.
It is a tough choice sometimes because it kind of dog legs to the right. So for the people listening, it dog legs to the right. So if you're on the inside, normally it's a little bit longer. The right side is just a little bit shorter, but you're going to be stuck on the outside of the turns. Like, what kind of gamble do you want to play? Yeah,
and on the inside, like James said, it cuts back, so you run out of track pretty soon. So you're likely to get cut off. It's a longer first straight, and from what I remember, the grate on the gate is kind of shitty on the inside.
Okay, I can't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, but you have the kids hanging over the fence on the inside. You're trying to watch the lights, and there's kids just waving in front of the lights and stuff. They're so close to you. Like if you're in lane 1, the kid could literally touch your left handlebar, your left grip.
That part's brutal. Hey, I don't like that part about that race.
I
love the people, but do not be around the gate. Do not be around the lights because people start waving or doing something in the background of the lights, and that can really fuck with you.
I know it's like an NBA free throw shooter, and they're just waving like the noodles behind the behind the basket. That's the same kind of thing.
Oh, can you? I watched a university game. I didn't watch the game. It was a highlight, and one of the things going on behind the free throw was there was like people doing a mock pregnancy.
A mock pregnancy. No,
I got Winston coming to join me right now.
Oh, let's see him. Let's see him.
Let me turn the camera.
Teddy bear. Oh, there he is.
Hi, Winston.
God, he's so cute.
He's so fluffy.
He just came and hung out.
Yeah, Laz brought him in just to hang out. He loves sitting on my bed here.
What a guy. It's probably his bed normally.
Yeah, it is, I think. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was like a mock pregnancy, like of a child being birthed behind the free throw.
God, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Imagine that?
I can't remember what race it was in the past, but pros were saying that the kids were beside the gate, and in the pause they were going beep 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 beep.
Okay.
Imagine Nick. Nick would probably get off his bike and throw his bike at the person.
I would too. I'd yell.
You know what?
I would yell mid-gate. We need to stop this right now.
That's so bad. That is so bad.
I think, unfortunately, a lot of us have experienced that one person at the track, a young rider, maybe being new, thinks they're being funny, doesn't really know what he's doing. He yells beeps mid-pause as a joke, like does the beep, beep, beep. That is number one sin in BMX right there.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Huge no-no, people. Huge.
We need to lock that up. Anybody that's listening, lock it up.
Lock it up. Yeah.
Lock it up.
Hopefully there's a feed this coming weekend because I want to tweet along to it. I'm going to tweet along to Phoenix if there is a feed, and I'd love for people to tweet along with me. McClintock's going to be on Twitter as well, and we're just going to be tweeting up a storm like we did at the Grands. It's going to go off.
I love it. I really hope it happens too. That was awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to do it if it's happening.
Yeah, there's a feed. Join us on Twitter. We're going to be tweeting. We're going to be tweeting along to racing. It'll be fun.
It'll be a great time.
We're making Twitter great again.
That's what I'm talking about. We're doing it. We're bringing it back. BMXers don't really use it that often. We're using it.
No, I feel like people used it before Instagram. I feel like more BMXers were on Twitter.
I feel like they were too. Like I feel like I wanted to get on Twitter because people were on Twitter. Now nobody's on Twitter, but we're starting to use it again. I like it. It's fun.
I never see BMXers tweet on Twitter. Like I follow everyone, and I don't see anyone tweeting ever.
Nobody does it. Eh?
No, like Connor tweets. But like
Connor has some good ones. He does it. Yeah. Does it every once in a while.
You realize none of us really tweet about BMX though. we don't really tweet about BMX. Yeah.
No, it's a place for the most random bullshit stuff most of the time. Like oftentimes the BMX stuff we bullshit about now is on the podcast.
Yeah.
But the stuff we put on Twitter is just a random life BS.
I would love like more people to be on Twitter just so we could tweet along to the races. It's the place to do it. It's the place to stay up to date. Yeah.
It's so quick. It's really interactive. Yeah.
Mike Carruth used to tweet along the races. That's how my parents used to follow a lot of the ABA races and stuff. Would follow his tweets.
See, that's so good, hey?
Yeah, it's so good because then he would tweet along and like a Nighthawk Willoughby and whoever else transferred through the semi, and they'd be like, "Oh, Tori made
it." Nice, you got it.
Yeah, my parents. That's how they stayed up to date if there wasn't a feed or anything.
Yeah. That's cool to me.
I know. I think it's cool.
We're bringing it back.
Slowly but surely, baby. Slowly but surely.
Speaking of which, I had a rant. Before we get to the rant, we got to give a shout out to one of our other sponsors of this show, MotoSheets.com. Now, I don't think the racetrack will have a MotoSheets.com timing and scoring system, but if you're out there, if you're a rider, your track wants timing system made easy. If you want a scoring system for a race made easy, maybe you got a race coming up, go check out our friends at MotoSheets.com. Tell them Coffee Chatter sent you. They'll get you sorted. They have an app coming out soon. Not sure if it's out, but it might be coming out soon.
They're giving away a free car. So message them. They're giving away a free car if you buy a timing system. Just say Coffee Chatter sent you and I want my free car.
And if they don't agree to it, just come back to us, let us know the story, and we'll set you straight.
Yeah, we'll set you straight. We'll buy the car for you if they don't get you the car.
Exactly. It'll be great.
It'll be great. Yeah, get yourself a timing system made easy. Come on, people.
Yeah. So sorry, my rant. So because we were talking about Twitter, I was tweeting about like food the other day. Anyways, my rant is about Chipotle. Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I'm at Chipotle now I've been going back there a bunch of times this past winter because I needed some good meals between training sessions or after training sessions, blah blah blah. Sorry, Winston's eating something. Anyways, everybody's starting to use pay by phone, or sorry, order by phone, order by app, all this stuff. Well, I'm waiting in line at Chipotle. There's nobody in front of me. So Lauren will get her meal. I'm waiting in line right behind her. A lady will come and make 2 orders in front of me while I'm standing there waiting in line before she even gets to me asking like to take my order. Now, and I'm not saying I'm the most important person in the room. I'm not saying that, whatever. But I've been waiting in line for like, I'm going to say 5-10 minutes, like, because they're doing this in between every person. Every person that goes by, someone else will come, they'll start making food for their online order. And the other person, someone's just standing there doing nothing.
I know. I find that frustrating too. And I never do that. I never order online and pick it up. I think I should start just because of this problem. Because you're starving, you're waiting in line, you finally get to the front, and then all of a sudden they're making 5 burritos for a big order before you. You got to wait another 10 minutes.
That's so frustrating. You're like, no one's even in the store right now to pick up this order. I'm here to take my order right now. And you're telling me you have to make this order that somebody sent in. I'm standing right here.
I know. And so I think I need to do the same thing, because when me and Savvy were going to Pieology all the time in San Diego, this would happen too. And it was frustrating.
It is. It's super frustrating. I'm sorry I'm moving around. Winston is trying to eat so much stuff of my stuff that's on the bed right now. He's currently eating my arm because I keep pushing him away.
He's trying to eat my microphone.
He's trying to eat so much stuff around my bed right now.
But yeah, that is infuriating. So I'm going to go to online orders too, because I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that fucking happening. It's annoying.
Yeah, now it is. I was pissed off about it the other night. So
yeah. You got anything else before we get into our one words?
Well, why don't we I'm really flustered right now.
I know you seem flustered. Winston looks like he's just chewing your arm off right
now. Okay, so here's one thing. We just got a message in the YouTube chat here from Brady Lavoie. I'm gonna say the last name Lavoie. He says, "Hey boys, Tori, I love watching old hockey clips of enforcers back in the day." Sorry.
Yeah, you're right over. You guys are right over there.
No, I'm not. Everything's good. Hold on.
Just calling for Lauren, eh? Just calling for Lauren to get Winston out of the room. Nice. Is she coming to get him? You got unmute yourself now.
All right, we're back.
She came to get Winston, didn't she?
I had to yell at her to get Winston because he's eating everything. I couldn't get up. I'm sorry for everybody listening. Anyway. Sorry. So from Brady, it says, Tori, I love watching old hockey clips of the enforcers back in the day. Who do you guys think is the biggest goon/enforcer in BMX?
That's a good one.
That is a good one. And I'm not really sure we have somebody that I would say is that person in the hockey world. That is that similarity.
Komarov. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't really see him getting into
I can't really think of an enforcer.
It's not really the same. I can't really see it either.
No. Huh. No, I literally can't think of anyone.
Like I want to say Kalen was that guy back in the day.
That's kind of who I thought of, actually, yeah.
But I think nowadays, I think we've said it before. I think we don't have those characters in our sport. We're a little bit soft, maybe. I don't know.
Speaking of which, so we posted that on New Year's. We posted the video of Liam and Evans and Nick hugging at the finish line, whatever. And
oh yeah.
Pete D was commenting, but no, a few people commented like, yeah, we need some pros from the '90s who would like fucking throw their bike at each other when they lost and stuff. It's so funny how like the culture's just changed so much.
Yeah, it's so much different, hey.
Yeah, it's so much different. Like I think it's cool actually. People congratulate each other at the line, but I don't think it makes anyone race less hard. Like people out there will still fucking kill each other for a podium, but then after the race, I think it's good to leave it on the track. It's why would you take it off the track? It's not like it's personal.
No.
Like I don't think you don't have to be best friends with the person, but I think I don't know either like you don't have to hug him either, but like shaking his hand, saying "great race," whatever. I think that's awesome.
I think that's respectful. Yeah, 100%. You don't have to go to dinner with the guy after the fact if you're pissed off or you're just not a fan of the person. But someone beats you straight up, you give them a handshake, try to get them next time. It is crazy though in our sport that like we hang out with each other in the pits between races, and then we're going to the gate like 20 minutes later. And we're like, I'm going to try to cut you off. That part of we love it, and I do love it, but also it's very weird.
It is. I know. It's so different. Like I'm good friends with Steph Lavy. She's the keeper for the women's national soccer team in Canada. And I remember we were hanging out before Rio, and I was telling her, like, yeah, I'm going to Chula Vista, and like all the countries train together or train on the same track at the same time, and a lot of us will ride together and whatever. And she thought that was so weird. That'd be like them and the Team USA like practicing together. And she just thought that was like the strangest thing. And it's like, yeah, I didn't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, it's not like that weird in BMX. It's kind of normal.
It's extremely normal. But at the same time, you see other like players training with other players, like hockey players in their offices will train with other hockey players. I think same with basketball too. So in that sense, it's quite normal. But in our sporting world, the fact that we hang out between like races, like you don't see NBA players hanging out with the other teammates or the other team guys like between periods. So
yeah, I know. I think it is something unique to BMX culture, but I think it's cool too.
Someone just messaged, I know who it was, but Sam said they think Sam was an enforcer. Always called the rider out for making a dumb move if they did. I'd say he was too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think that's something cool that's unique to our sport. But it doesn't mean that people aren't fierce competitors on the track, because they are.
No, I think it's like we've always talked about. It's once you get in the gate, it's racing.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I guess that's all on my end. Am I getting into some one words?
Let's do it. I mean, we had some questions from the Instagram thing.
We did a few quick shots. Yeah, I didn't check that we had any.
Not a lot today. Nobody really wanted to share today, but we got a few. Pretty simple ones. Some of them from Jay Petrucci 95. I said that completely wrong. Anyways, he asked, "Just you boys like the Phoenix track?"
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan too.
Like, it's old school, but good for racing, I think.
I like that it's long. Turns are a little bit hard to pass in sometimes, but that rhythm section on the 4th straight is a burn, so it's pretty fun.
It's like, but there are places to pass. Like, you can pass in the rhythm section. There are places to pass, I think.
I agree. Yeah, no,
I've seen a lot of.
There are too.
Yeah, I've passed people, been passed, and seen passes. So.
Yeah, and you can always bet there's going to be explosion in that first turn.
Oh, and the last turn is just built to put someone into the cheap seats.
Yeah, it is.
The last turn
it
is just built to send someone into the bleachers.
It so is. It's crazy.
I know. Trent Jones fucking parked Graf like 3 years ago.
Did he really? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I think it was Graf in the last turn, in like a quarter or something.
Oh shit! Hey, that's hilarious.
Yeah. You could send someone in the last turn. I love it. Fucking love
it. 406 BMX MT says Cam Wood on the podium both days this weekend, top of the box at least once.
Oh, I forgot about Cam Wood. Yeah,
him too. Another local. I mean,
I
think they're the other years. I expect him to be fast too. Top of the box could, but
top of the box, guys. No, I would say no. But I think him and Riley. I think one of them will make a main on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I was just reading Jake's Fern's comment in the YouTube chat. I say we'll move on though. So he's saying something. He's a 2015 training camp with you, Connor, and him, and you did a GoPro setup I had for somebody.
Yes, yeah, we probably shouldn't say that.
Too good. Graf was in here saying rant about the UCI not having a damn World Cup calendar for the season in January.
Graf said that?
Yeah.
I feel that pain, but they probably can't at this point. So I think we'll just leave it at that. I don't think they can probably. I don't know. I do find if I was a rider, I'd be frustrated too, because you need to plan your training. You need to plan your year within Olympic year, but I don't know, maybe they can't, or there's probably more to it. So I don't know.
Who knows? Somebody in the comments, Tyler M. Johnson, was asking us to discuss the 2014 World Championships in Rotterdam and the insanity that went down there. I think we'll have to save that for another show.
Yeah, I mean that's a good blast from the past. We could tackle that one.
Yeah, do you want to do it now? I mean, I think it's a different show.
Yeah, let's save it for a different show. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, let's get into the one words.
All right, one words. The warm-up area in Phoenix.
Absolute joke. Just a joke. I remember going there, rolling my bike into that place, getting a flat tire, and taking my bike away, never going in that zone again. It was an absolute joke.
Because we used to ride on the road, but then the businesses complained, so we can't warm up on the road. So they made like a hardened dirt gravel area, and you can't. So you need people bring rollers because you need rollers.
You do. It's complete gravel. Like the flattened surface was not flat. It was gravel. There was thorns everywhere. Like everyone was getting flat tires. It's brutal.
Yeah, terrible.
Brutal. Oh, shit. Am I supposed to think of one on the spot?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. The Phoenix BMX Great.
It's crap. It's crap. I really like Phoenix, but that's the one thing it needs. It needs an upgrade. I'll say needs upgrade because the reason I say this, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but the problem is that some areas are missing chunks and some areas aren't the same. So some areas your wheel can kind of like drop off of it, and that part needs to be upgraded. I will say, that part needs to be upgraded.
Yeah, I think it does too. It's not a Pro Gate Europe, unfortunately. So the Great, like where your bike sits, it's just those like 3 shark things. We're gonna call it shark things. Yeah. So a lot of the times when you snap, your back tire doesn't stay completely straight. Yeah. And a lot of times if you're not having a perfectly good gate or you're not on the right side of the grate, depending on what foot you start with, your back end goes off the grate mid snap.
Yeah.
So not a fan of that.
Olympics 2021.
I'm looking forward to it finally happening. Honestly, I just want them to happen.
Sounds a little weird, eh? Olympics 2021.
It does. It doesn't. It doesn't. Everything's so weird at this point. It feels like it's been happening for so long. It's just.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. Grips.
I like Warning grips.
A Warning grip guy, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I like Warning grips. I would never change mine. Like I'm talking. Yeah, I would hardly ever change mine.
You'd wait till yours were like just bald, I feel like, before you.
I was thinking about this yesterday. Like I hardly changed anything. I'd pretty much run the same shit for so long. Yeah, I don't know.
Run until it's broke.
Yeah, I wouldn't change stuff that often. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm a big new grip guy. I love new grips. I like that fresh grip feeling, but
I think it takes a little bit of time to really I don't know. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean because mine are starting to get to that spot where it's like I can feel my handprint in the grip.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Flat pedals.
I enjoy them now. I enjoy them more than I did. For a long time, I didn't ride them just because I never was on the training program. Didn't really do much with them. But now I've been doing them more. I enjoy it again. It's pretty free. It feels more natural BMX to me.
Yeah.
I don't feel racy. It just feels like I'm riding my bike.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shoot. Hey, Answer BMX.
Get yours today, baby.
Get yours today, baby.
Great fucking people over there.
Great people. Love them. Great family.
Answer BMX, Squared Claiborne. Get yours today, people. AnswerBMX.com. Check them out.
Check them out, people. Let me go for my real one, actually. Green curry.
I actually like all curries. I'm a Penang curry guy is my favorite, but I like all curries. Yeah, green curry.
You and Savvy took me to a curry spot here in San Diego.
How fucking good was that one?
You guys changed me. Like I wasn't a curry fan before that, and now when I have that, I'm like, I'll have curry.
That place is so good. The naan bread is just like to die for.
I think that's why. Like I'm a big bread guy. I think that's what I like best about it.
So good. Because they're just snack on that stuff all day.
Yeah, but that's all I need.
Vanilla protein shake.
Not for me.
Chocolate guy, eh? Chocolate guy?
Yeah, I'm a big chocolate guy. I had this issue where I had this vanilla protein back in the day from like Costco or something when I was like in high school. And like I was gagging from it. Like I would try to take it down. I'd have to like pinch my nose to get it down. I was so bad.
I love a good vanilla protein shake, actually.
You're a vanilla guy, hey?
Yeah, I'm a vanilla guy, yeah.
I turned into a fruit guy. Like I started using that Infinite stuff.
That's new.
It tastes like juice. Yeah, you're just having juice.
I didn't like the consistency of that protein shake. It was more like a Gatorade.
Yeah, it was like a watery Gatorade. Yeah.
Like a nice and thick, baby.
Nice. Just like you like your Answer BMX grips.
Nice and thick.
Nice and thick.
That'd be a good drop, eh? Nice and thick.
Oh, that would be gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweatpants.
I love sweatpants. LSKD, baby. Get your sweatpants today.
I'm a huge evening sweatpant guy. I love them. I just love chilling with sweatpants at night.
Best sweats in the game.
Seriously, yeah.
Cooking after training.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm tired. I don't want to cook after training.
Dude, it sucks.
It's so annoying.
I know.
Like if I want to have a leftovers ready, or I want to be going to Chipotle. Like just give me one of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Lane 2.
Ooh, I think that's the hardest lane to get out of.
Most of the time, I think so as well.
I think it's the hardest because you're beside the fastest guy in 1 who's got room, and then obviously the guy in 3 is going to be fast too. I think 2 is the hardest one because the guy in 1's probably coming into you.
And lane 3 normally has less pressure, so they normally are fine too.
Yeah, I think there's more, like 3 and 4 have more room than 2.
Yeah.
I think unless you're feeling like if you're a good starter or you're feeling really confident, I think 2 is good because then you can battle with a guy with 1 and not give him space. But I think it is harder to get out.
Yeah, fair. Christopher Anderson in the YouTube chat says he's used his Answer dagger forks for 5 years. I think it's time to upgrade those. It's time to get some new Answer dagger forks, Christopher.
But let's just talk about the reliability on those daggers. Are you shitting me? 5 years?
How about that?
What a product! What a fucking product!
Like I just said to you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? They are going strong.
But yeah, you could probably use an upgrade too, pal. Yeah. But right on. I love it. I love that.
I do too.
Soil tack. So I rephrase. Slurry or crushed limestone?
I'll go for the crushed limestone.
Really?
So here's why. I have a reason why. This is a good debate topic, actually. I've said it before. I've said it to some people. I think the slurries and the stuff, they can cause more harm when you crash. I think at the same time they can prevent some crashes from happening because you have more traction. But when you do go down, I think sometimes it's like it's a hard hit. Your body sticks to the ground a little more shit happens. Where I think sometimes with the crushed limestone or the gravel surfaces, as slippery as they are, and I don't like that feeling underneath me, when you do crash, you often slide more. And I think that's a little easier on the body.
Never thought of that. I guess just from a riding perspective, I like the slurry just because it's so fast and smooth.
Mm-hmm. And I get that. I get that too. So.
Yeah. Would it work here in the rainy ass climate we have?
No, I don't think so. We get too much rain. I think it'd break apart.
Okay. Yeah.
It would just soak. The water would be stuck underneath. Wouldn't evaporate. I think so.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah. Acai bowls.
Oh, what a treat! Rio de Janeiro on the beach, baby. Those are the best ones.
Best ones I ever had.
Rio de Janeiro, the acai bowls, best thing you'll probably ever have. If I was going to the electric chair, that'd be my dessert.
that would be a great electric dessert.
My last meal, that'd be my dessert.
I just went over to that local hole in the wall joint we went to by Lawrence Play here, Senor Mangoes.
Oh, is that the spot we went to last year?
Yeah, you get that huge bowl.
Oh, it's fucking massive.
It's so big and it's so good.
It's like $6 probably.
Yeah.
And you just get a huge ass bowl.
It's so big. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh shit! I lost what I was going to say. Oh, kombucha.
I've always wanted to like it because it looks like it's delicious, but I've never been able to enjoy it.
Huh. Yeah, I love it. I was just drinking one.
Yeah, you're a huge kombucha guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Have you made your own yet?
No. Lauren made me some before though. It was when I was in Chula. Like a few years ago.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's when I kind of started liking it. Yeah.
Because I think you already are going to know what happened. Canada winning the World Junior semifinal or quarterfinal, whatever round they're in.
Unstoppable freight train.
They are just dominating. They won whatever round they're in.
What's the score?
5-0.
Holy, we fucked up Russia.
They absolutely dominated.
We ran them over.
It's unreal.
I think I haven't seen, but I'm assuming the U.S. will beat Finland. So it should be a Canada-U.S. final, which will be sick.
That'll be so exciting. They haven't played, they weren't in the same bracket, were they?
No, they haven't. So that will be so dope. Canada-U.S. final. You kidding me? In hockey, that's for a gold medal. That's the game you want.
That's what you're looking for in a gold medal game.
I'm gonna talk shit. Right there. I'm gonna talk shit to all of our American followers, if all our American listeners, if we win.
We're gonna just be roasting. We're gonna go at it. I love it.
Yeah. Let's want to end on that one.
Let's end on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Go ahead. We still haven't heard anything from Russia. Nobody's checked in. Nobody's told us they're listening from Russia yet. We're a little bummed about that, but just going to keep the train rolling.
Yeah, and we'll announce our winner on social media this week for our LSKD giveaway that we did last week.
Good point. We were supposed to. We were.
I took screenshots of the people who reposted the stories, so we'll go through them and pick the 2 winners.
Awesome. Thanks for everybody for taking part in that. We're going to do another giveaway, I think, next week.
Yeah, and remember, people, see Chatter 10 for 10% off your order on lskd.com if you want to shop some clothes.
They got men's, they got women's. I know we only talk about the rep.
They shorts. Got it all, baby. They got it all.
They got it all. They really do. I've even seen Tegan Joris and the little boy Jet repping it. You guys go get your hands on some merch.
Go get your hands on